A child that arrives at Palmer Home may look like any other child. They look like my kids and your kids externally. But internally, every child that arrives on a Palmer Home campus has endured some trauma.
We get the whole spectrum, but generally it's kids that have just come from a really hard background.
And when they come to us, sometimes they have come to us having never been to church, maybe never seen a doctor. They come to us with nutritional deficiencies. They come to us, unfortunately, with abuse that is far too prevalent in our society.
When a child transitions from their family of origin to live in a group home like Palmer Home, it's not an easy transition for most children. We do have a process where we welcome them in. The cottage usually fixes their room and buys brand new things for their bedroom, and they have welcoming gifts for them.
Try to introduce them to the family, introduce them to the kids, and just we wrap our arms around them and love them, and try to invest immediately as soon as they come in.
So day in the life of a house parent, or a typical day here with the children, is, it's just like a normal family. You get the children up and ready for the day, and sometimes we'll have different chores to do, and we get them all off to school. And while they're at school, there's different appointments that we take different children to. But then they come home, and there's a lot of homework that we sit down at the table and do with them. Here at Palmer Home, we have a lot of support, and so we have tutors on campus and a choir that children are a part of, where children can get involved in horseback riding. So they do a lot of that in the afternoons, play basketball, swing outside. They spend a lot of time outside in the afternoons. To come home and have some family time. We sit around the table and do devotionals, and even just eat dinner, hear about everybody's day and how the school day was.
I think some of the most exciting work that we're doing right now is what we're referring to as the Whole Child Initiative. Being able to concentrate on very important, critical parts of a child's life is significant. Educational support, emotional healing, physical development, and of course, spiritual growth. These 4 areas we think comprise the whole child, and are areas that we intend to put all of our energy into, and we believe will make the greatest amount of difference.
There are therapists here on campus. We try to provide counseling to those kids that need that. Any physical problems or needs a child may have, we're getting them the health care they need. Trying to get them to participate in exercise and activities that are good for their growing bodies. But then also educationally, we provide supports for those kids, mentoring, tutoring in various subject areas. We, of course, address the spiritual component of a child's life by exposing them to the gospel, by trying to disciple them in the faith. And sort of the core of it all is we see kids as created in the image of God. They have value, dignity, and worth. And each area of their lives is an interlocking piece with the other, an influence on each of the other components of their lives.
I think to honor the heritage and to honor the mission of Palmer Home, it falls to this generation, and it falls to my team here and the staff here and the donors and the board members who are participating today. And as we recognize that the world has changed, and that even though the mission is the same, our scope has widened. there are needs in areas of education, and so we're beginning to do more here on our campuses, as well as other supporting educational resources. And so, yes, we need resources to tackle that. When it comes to addressing some of the abuse that our children have experienced, we have to have Christians who are confident about their skill sets and have licensed skill sets to be able to coach and help these children through some of these challenges. Variety of physical needs on our campuses. We have a therapeutic horse riding program. We have educational needs. We have the fundamental need of expanding space for children to come. The more that we implement Whole Child Initiative, the more attractive it becomes as an option for children across the state of Mississippi and across the country. And so for us to expand, we need commitment from people to be able to say, we want to involve ourselves in the expansion of your campus. So we absolutely look forward to having people participate with us in that part of the mission.
I'm excited about where Palmer Home is going. I really believe they are focusing a lot on taking care of the whole child, whether that's emotionally or spiritually, educationally.
Education is a huge one.
Yeah, right now I think, especially the children that we are taking in today, you can see where the education maybe was lacking. Maybe they didn't have the nurturing as they grew up that they needed, and even something as basic as reading.
One of our boys came to us, and they've been here probably about a year and a half. And when he came to us, he didn't know basic math skills at all. And just he was at a dark place. And we have seen him really come out of his shell and open up and be really comfortable. And while he's been here, he's given his life to Christ. He's been baptized, and he now passes his multiplication facts, and he gets excited when he gets 100% on tests, and we get really excited for him.
When I came into this role, which as I said earlier is a great privilege, you come eager to meet the children who are here. What you're never quite prepared for is the next child that comes through the door. Children who are frightened somewhere, children who might be in circumstances that are really miserable. There are a number of different conditions under which they come. So it could be that they've been directed by the state, where judges direct children here because we keep siblings together. We also have family members who are concerned about a child's welfare, and they bring that child to us. And so, again, when they come to us, it's a phone call in the afternoon, it's an urgent message from a local civil servant. It's a variety of different directions, and we never know quite where that's going to come from. Our mission is to be here when they call, and our mission is to respond to any situation. I always tell the staff, if there's somebody out there and this is the place for them, let's go get them.